Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night. Wow. Gosh, that time flew, didn't it? I can't believe the whole weekend is already passed. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So we are in a gingerbread wonderland. So who was it? Was it Blanca? Blanca had suggested a gingerbread warehouse, which, boy, doesn't that sound like the place to be. That sounds wonderful to me. But we are actually in a gingerbread wonderland. I couldn't believe when I found this, and I just thought, oh my gosh, that's a place I want to go on vacation. So hi, everybody. I hope you guys all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know there's some snow and other things going on around the country. We actually woke up to a little light dusting of snow on the grass this morning. So, and you can see I'm in a sweater because it is chilly here in Michigan. So anyway, so great to see you guys. I love seeing everybody's, comments and stuff and everything that's going on while you're waiting for us to come in here. But today is a big day. Today is a launch day for us, kinda. And let me close that door for me. Thank you. Today's kind of a launch day for us. We have a Christmas mini collection, which I know many of you have already seen because they've been in retail stores already for a week or so now. And so I decided to launch it today and kind of take you, step you through it. I got to tell you though, we don't have a whole lot of stock left on these because a lot of it's sold already to retail stores. And I really want to encourage you guys to go and, check out your favorite retail stores, your, online stores, or if you can go into, your local store, then please check it out there. Also check out, there's several retail stores that are part of the Alliance for Independent Retailers. And I know if you go onto their Facebook page, you will see a list of them there. And they have all got this collection already. So yeah, they're all over the place. So anyway, like I said, we have a few left. One of the items is sold out. And I'm going to walk you through everything. I'm going to show you some cards that we've got from our designers, which are absolutely phenomenal. And then I'm going to show you the card that I worked on today. And I got to be honest, when I get to it, I got to be honest because I didn't have a whole lot of time today, and I was not very creative today because there's a tremendous amount going on. And so I went through all the cards and I picked out a favorite of mine, one that inspired me to kind of do my own kind of version of it. And so I will give a shout out to our phenomenal designer when the time comes. But I did kind of a little, I don't know. I don't want to say copy. I didn't copy her design. I went with the layout, and then I kind of took it from there. And that I think is a reasonable thing to do. Sometimes you get inspired by something, but I will give a shout out because you're going to see it's fairly close. But you're going to see her card too, and you're going to see it's a lot better than mine. So anyway, I am going to change cameras and we're going to get rolling. All righty. So here we go. Lots to see, lots to see. So this collection, it's a Christmas mini collection. We have 10 products in it. And the very, very first ones that I want to show you are our little Gingerbread Kisses. Let me turn the green screen off here so we get true color. All right, there we go. These are Gingerbread Kisses, and these are pocket pals. And you can see this is the set that I used today. That's why you see some of them are darker, because I stamped them. And if you hear any bells in the background, it's because my husband is a popular guy. So anyway, look at these little gingerbread guys. Aren't they the cutest? These are pocket pals, which means they're smaller. And it means that you're going to be able to use a lot of these in a scene. And it also means that they're going to fit in the little doors and little windows of all the little buildings and things that we do. But look at these guys. Aren't they the cutest? It's like we have these are like cheerleaders. They're just the cutest thing. This guy is like floating in a little cup of cocoa. I love this guy. He's just like looking over the edge of something. And this one had a little bite taken out of him. So his best friend here is just kind of cleaning him up and putting him back together. They're just so cute. We've got little Scotty dogs in here. Eat, drink, and be merry. This is my favorite sentiment in the entire collection. Gingerbread Kisses and Milk Mustache Wishes. And you will see that I did use that today. And then we have the coordinating dies. Of course, they're going to cut out all of the characters and the accessories there. And on the back here, we show you which die. It's a little mapping of which die goes with which character to make it really easy for you, because sometimes you get that pile of dies and you don't know which one goes with which. You can always refer to your packaging to see which one goes with which. So next up, to go with those little gingerbread kisses, is a gingerbread house. Let me do it this way. So we have a gingerbread house. You can see this is a big gingerbread house. By the way, all of these stamp sets are 4-inch by 6-inch stamps. And so this house, you can tell, it's a 4-by-6-inch stamp set, and most of the stamp set is the house. And then we have some really cute sentiments in here. Hope your holidays are sprinkled with happiness. How cute is that? I just love it. And then happy holidays over here. We have a little window box with some candy and a little candy cane. And you just look at this thing. Wait until you see. I want to show you. Look at this card right here. I think everybody probably, if I could hear you, I'm assuming you just gasped, because that's what I did when I saw it. I absolutely gasped. This card was actually done by Mindy Beverly. She's on our design team. Look at the little doors. They open up. The little windows open up, and you can put little people back in here, little characters back in there. They're just the cutest things. And then you can also use this coordinating die set to cut out the house with the outer die, and then the inner die here is what is going to cut these little doors and windows so that they open and close. All right, so that makes it interactive. But look at that. Isn't that just amazing? So that is one example of what you can do when it's colored up. And I mean, it's just, I'll tell you, this card isn't going anywhere. I think I'm keeping this one forever. I think this is my favorite card I've seen in a really long time. I love it. Okay, so that is the gingerbread house. The interactive Pocket Pals gingerbread house. And by the way, if anybody is wondering, yes, Pocket Pals, any Pocket Pal sets are going to be sized very, very similarly. So with this house, if you have some of our other Pocket Pals stamp sets, not only can you use the gingerbread with them, if you want to use some of those little mice or the little bunnies and things that we have in our Pocket Pals product line, you can use those with this house as well. You don't have to make this a gingerbread house. You can color this house up however you like. Here is another example. Really, really, I mean, this blew me away as well. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is where we stamped. This one is done by Linnea, who I think is usually on with us here. And I know I saw Mindy on here too, so they're both watching. But this one, Linnea did this by stamping in white and then embossing it, doing it on craft. So you get this gorgeous, gorgeous look of the gingerbread house. But in all honesty, it doesn't require a whole heck of a lot of time because you don't have to do any coloring. And look how stunning that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Here's another example where this is colored up. It's not a gingerbread house. You can make this Santa's house. You can make this any house, right? This one we have these little gnomes, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So it doesn't always have to be a gingerbread house. It could just be a little candy house. It could be like a Hansel and Gretel thing, and well, you could have a witch and children and a big pot of hot water if you want. I mean, Alan is just shaking his head at me. That's how we roll in the Hunt household. You will see over time that, and I try and rein it in, but I do have a little bit of a sick sense of humor. Here's another one. And look at the beautiful, beautiful paper in the background. Beverly is saying, are those on an A2 base? Yes, these are all on an A2 card base. So the house itself is nearly the size of an A2 card. A2 meaning 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at them. Look at that. We even got the little Scotty in the window. I mean, seriously, folks, these are just the cutest things. I love them. Look at these. They're all standing on top of each other. Honest to goodness, I just think they're just gorgeous. I'm going to leave this one out right now because next up, I'm going to show you these amazing holiday gnomes. These gnomes go with this card right here. these holiday gnomes. I'm going to flip this over. And yes, we do call it holiday gnomes. And there are some things in here that are very, very specifically for the holidays, right? We do have a little Santa gnome in here. And we have a sleigh and the reindeer and the holly, right? But we've also got a gnome over here walking the dog. This one could just be used in winter with a little snowman. This one, seriously, is just standing there. And this one has a gift. You can have a gift for a birthday. Same with this one here. This one's on a little scooter. So yeah, we call them holiday gnomes, but there's actually gnomes in here that you can use all year long. And then, of course, we have the dies with the map on the back showing you which die goes with which one. So here, this is a perfect example of how this does not necessarily have to be a holiday situation. If we didn't put the sentiment here that mentions the holidays, this could be a really, really cute little spring house. And we've got gnomes in here where, you know, we do have a little snowman here, but you could actually trim that off if you wanted. And we would just have a gnome with a little birthday gift and then a gnome walking the dog over here. So, I mean, they're really, really versatile. I think they're amazing. I do want to mention, oh, and this is one right here, this holiday gnomes. We're running really, 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 really low on that. The holiday gnome sentiment set, this is a 4x6 sentiment set. This is actually sold out in our store. But again, I encourage you to go check out your local store, check out your favorite online stores, as well as your brick and mortar retail stores that are near you. And you will hopefully still find some of these. This has been a real favorite. You saw me use this last week, and we are sold out, and we're not going to be restocking it only because we're so close to the holidays already. So, but that is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful stamp set. So look for that in other stores. New addition to our collection, to our product line. You know, we love slimlines a lot. And so I thought it would be really, really fun to have some slimline pocket dies. So we have our pocket characters, right? We have our pocket pals stamps like, oops, wrong one. Let me see if I can find the right stuff here. So Gingerbread Kisses, these are pocket pals. And again, that means that they're littler images. And I thought that would be really, really fun to have some slimline, but in pocket size. So that we could use them with the pocket pals. Not that we can't use the pocket pals with the larger one, but if you want to do a smaller scene and still use a lot of characters but not have to worry about too much space to fill up, you can use these pocket dies. So each one of these has 2 dies. You get the outer die, and that's going, like on this one, it's going to cut a beautiful scalloped edge with some stitching. And then we have this inner die here. That is actually your cover plate. So that cover plate, let me show you. This is a perfect one. This shows the little gnomes. And look at, they're all set up for a birthday, like I said, right? They don't have to be Christmas. But this is showing you that beautiful, the slimline basket weave pocket die in the background. Now, this one in particular was cut with both of the dies. So it was cut with the cover plate nested into the outer die. If you want, you can just, let me show you an example over here. Actually, I don't think I have one. Over there. Alan, can you get those peach papers over there? Yep, right there. Yeah, just.
Question, what size is the pocket die?
The pocket die measures just under, it's approximately 3 inches in width in this direction. It's literally just under 3 inches, and then just under 5.5 inches in length. Now, if you only use the outer die, this is what you're going to get, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty, very, very simple and just beautiful. If you nest them together, you're going to get this look where you have that beautiful scalloped, and then you have that basket weave on the inside. If you want to use just the cover plate, this is a beautiful example of just the cover plate, where we have the beautiful pattern with that basket weave in the background. Linnea has put a beautiful red on the interior. You could put it on the back side of that as well, so that you see that gorgeous color behind it. So, so, so pretty. So you have a lot of options with these dies. And then the same goes also for the slimline droplet, which can look like rain droplets. They could be, you know, droplets of snow. I mean, granted, they don't look like snowflakes, but when the snow here is pelting down pretty hard, it can look like that. They're just beautiful. Here's a gorgeous shaker card that was done mainly featuring that slimline droplet in the background. And this, of course, was cut with the 2 dies nested together. And you can use them the same way that you did the other, where you can use them nested together like this example. You can cut with just the outer die to get a beautiful straight edge and stitching, or you can use just the cover plate if you want to achieve that beautiful background on its own without cutting out, you know, the edge. And these are both the same size. Here's a beautiful example on the back. Alrighty, let's see, what else do we have? We have our A2 stitch layered card toppers. Because I tend to cut the same sizes over and over and over and over again as I'm layering up my cards. And I thought, boy, it would be fun just to have some dies that cut those as a standard. So these are 3 dies. I think this is just a must-have. This is just something you should have, kind of like milk and eggs and, you know, in your refrigerator. This should be in your craft stash. You get 3 dies. And on the back, we show you the sizes. So the very first one, the largest, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And notice each one of these has beautiful, very, very classic stitching on it. The second one is going to be 3 3/4 by 5 and, actually, what is that? 3.875. It's not 3/4. Boy, oh boy, my math is off. 3.875 by 5.125. Is that 3 3/8, I think, by 5 1/8 or something, whatever the measurement works out to be. It's nested, thank you. And then 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And they're going to nest just beautifully. They're going to leave a little bit of an edge on them. I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying so hard not to sneeze because I have very, very loud sneezes, and I'm not sure I could hit the sound fast enough. I think I lost it just by talking about it. I'm not one to hold back a sneeze. I really enjoy a good sneeze. So, okay. So I want to also show you, because you guys are probably thinking I'm insane. All right, where is it? Because this Holiday Gnomes sentiment set was so popular, and it is we have it sold out, but we have a lot of really, really wonderful sentiments, and they've been very, very popular. And so I just wanted to mention to you that we do have some others. And again, you're going to be able to find this, you know, at your favorite retail stores. You're also going to be able to find these as well. So I just wanted to give these one more shout out if you're looking for some really, really fun and wonderful sentiments for the holidays. We have the Magic of Christmas. Look how just gorgeous that is. They're so pretty. Elegant Holiday Wishes. You can see how beautiful the fonts are. And then we have, and of course these are mine, that's why they're used. We have this gorgeous Snowflakes and Blizzards, which is just super sweet and fun. Lots you can do with these. So I just wanted to give those one more shout out for you. So let me show you some more of these cards because they are phenomenal. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This was done by Mindy, and this has those wonderful holiday gnomes. So we have the Santa with the sleigh and the reindeer, and she also incorporated the little tops of the buildings from our no, what is it? City Sidewalks paper pack. Couldn't think of that for a moment. City Sidewalks paper pack. These papers are absolutely stunning, and those are in the background of that one. Here we are. This one, I think this was Linnea. Gorgeous. Now this is, look at this. I love showing 2 different takes on the same stamps. I think it's just so cool. Very, very different looks to these. One of them is done in an A2. One of them is done with our slimline pocket. We have the same characters, beautiful, beautiful backgrounds, and just completely different looks to these cards. I think they're absolutely amazing. Really shows the versatility of the stamps. I love them. I thought this was like totally cool. This one, I think Linnea did this one as well. Eat, drink, and be merry. This has our little gingerbread Kisses people. and she actually took, this is a stencil. This is a stencil that we have. I'm losing my mind. Is this a stencil or is this a?
Well, it's a stencil and.
It's a stencil and a card cover plate. But I love that she took this and she turned that stencil, which many people would think is like a Valentine's stencil, but with the colors that she used, she turned that into a Christmas background, and I think it is just so lovely. I think it's just beautiful. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this one I think is really, really fun too. This one really shows what you can do in combination with what you might already have in your stash. This one has the sentiment set is the holiday gnomes with the Christmas tree in the center, and mixed it with the trees from the Snow Deer to Me from our previous collection. Look how gorgeous. And that just is one more example of how we're very, very careful to size things so that you can mix and match, and you can take something that you already have in your stash and you can combine it with some of the things in our new collections as well. So, you know, nothing gets old. Everything is always new again, because you can bring things back to life. You know, you might have something from a couple of years ago and you can bring it back to life with something that you purchase from our new collections as well. We're very, very careful about how we size them, and I love that. Okay, here is one more that I want to show. This is almost too long to get on, on camera, but look how gorgeous this one is. I absolutely love this. And this one has the papers from City Sidewalks. This one also has the little gingerbread on here. And I think I forgot to mention, where is it? If you were wondering where these little gingerbread people came from in the doors here, they're not part of the Gingerbread Kisses stamps, but they are part of the City Sidewalks papers. So always look and see where you can get extra little details from. Isn't that just the cutest thing? So much fun. Okay, we have questions, Alan?
We have a question. What envelopes do you use for the Pocket Elves slimline?
Oh, for the little mini ones?
Yeah.
Well, you could actually fit them into an A2 envelope, like a yeah, you could, yeah.
Or the slimline template.
Well, yeah, if you want, if you grab our slimline template off of the website, you can just cut it down to a smaller size if you like.
So this, you can do 2 of those dies per sheet of paper.
Yes, exactly. Alan just brought up a good point. Per 6x6 piece of paper, cardstock that you have, you should be able to cut 2 of these little bases. So let me show you this. All right, so I wanted to work again with Mackenzie Christmas Paper Pack because I'm obsessed with it, as you saw last week. I'm obsessed. And I really wanted to do I wanted to work with the slimline pocket. And I had this card that for some reason it has just really captured my heart. And this was by Mindy Beverly. She did this card. And I just find that there's something about it. I just love it. And I thought, boy, if I could create that card, I would create that card, but I can't claim I can't claim it as mine because she already created it. And she did a much better job than I will ever do. I absolutely, you know, our design team is phenomenal. So anyway, I thought I'm going to do a take on this. I'm going to do kind of a spin on my own spin on it. So Mindy, here's to you. Thank you so much for your fabulous inspiration. I hope you don't mind me kind of using your card as a jumping off point. So you're going to see what I mean in a moment. Okay, so I have my Mackenzie papers, and this is pretty much going to be assembly because I have everything done, and I wanted to spend some time showing you, you know, all of the parts and pieces to the collection. So the 2 pattern papers that I chose from that collection, from my Mackenzie Christmas, I pulled out this beautiful Christmas tree and this little polka dot because I think they're just so pretty. And I wanted to do something that was lighter and non-traditional Christmas colors. I also grabbed my Snow Dear to Me stamps and dies, and this was from our fall, winter, Christmas collection. Still a new collection. These are turning out to be go-tos for me as well. I grab these a lot, and I wanted to grab these trees and the coordinating dies for this particular project. I thought it would be fun. So let's see. I went ahead. Oh yeah, I have a whole lot of stuff here. So I went ahead and I used, let's see, where is it here? I used my slimline basket weave. I nested the two together and I cut this just out of my Nina cardstock actually, because I wanted it to be a little bit heavier. And then I just kind of glittered over the whole thing with a little glitter pen, just so it has a little bit of shine. I don't think you guys will be able to see the glitter on camera, but it is there. And then I used just the outer die, and I used my little polka dot paper. It's kind of a coral color, and I cut it with just the outer die. And then these two are going to layer over the top of one over the top of each other. And here's the thing, I did that initially with just this coral, and while I like it, to me it seemed a little flat. And so that was why I chose to try it. And at first I thought putting this over the polka dot, I thought, I don't know if I'm going to like that, but I actually like it better. Yeah, I think it has more interest and more texture. And I think it's really, really pretty. So I then cut a piece of brown cardstock, and this is where Mindy's comes in. She layered that up. So I cut this now to 3 inches by 5.5. And this is going to layer right over the top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together. Where's all my stuffs? Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead. Got that upside down. I always do that. And I'm going to put some adhesive in each of these. Is this working? Yeah, it is. It's hard to see. In each of these spaces where I have enough room to put some tape, maybe a little bit on the edge, but with that scalloped edge, I need to kind of fold that in a little bit. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you get the questions to Alan. Can you interchange the inserts to use different outer borders? You absolutely can. It's a fantastic question. They are sized, these two pocket dies are sized so that, yes, you should be able to interchange the two cover plates between them. So if you want to use this basket weave and have the straighter edge and vice versa, you absolutely can do that. Excellent question. Okay, so all I'm doing is pulling that adhesive back over the edge because it's a scalloped edge and some of the adhesive is hanging over because the adhesive strip with this particular tape roll is wider. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and line these two up perfectly, hopefully. Nothing is ever perfectly. There we go. And you can see I have a little dot of something on there, and I have no idea what that is or where that came from. It may have even been on the paper before I even cut it, but we're going to get that covered up anyway. And then I'm going to add some foam because you know how much I love to have dimension on my cards. I'm kind of a foam nut. I lost my scissors, Alan. Can you grab my scissors over there? I must have used them. Just grab one of the... Which ones? Yeah, give me this one. Thank you. He's so funny. He's like, which one? He literally gave me like a whole handful of scissors. You're funny. Smart Alec. There we go. So I'm going to pop this up on some foam. I could put that flat on there if I wanted, but I'm going to do a little bit of foam with it. see if I can center this. It's just hard to do when I don't have, let's see, let me put this behind me. I'm realizing that with having this dark background behind me, I can't see on camera if I have to look actually up on my screen in front of me to see if I've centered it, because I don't want to put my head over the camera. And it's hard to do that when I have something dark like that brown on that dark gray. It's hard for me to see it. Okay, so I've got that matted, really pretty. And then next up, I have gone ahead, now here's what I did. I measured this to 3 inches by 5.5 for that dark brown. And then I wanted to have enough of that frame with the trees. And this is where it's a nod to Mindy, because she's really, really great at that. I love how she layers things. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm layering things like Mindy did. So I cut that an extra 1/2 inch larger. So the trees were actually cut to 3.5, and this was 5.5, so this is actually 6 inches wide. So technically I'm making larger than a card that is a little bit larger than my mini, because I'm adding all this base to it, but that's okay. And I'm not worried about if this one's gonna fit into an envelope. It'll still fit into, like, you know, the regular, like the larger sized slimline. But for purposes of this might actually be a card that I would hand deliver to somebody, just because I am putting a lot of foam and all that stuff on it. And that's fine. You know, because sometimes we put so much work into these cards that the card is actually part of the gift. I don't think I centered that well, but we're just going to roll with it, baby. And then I'm going to put that up on some foam. Where's the end of my foam? Here we go. There we go. Really, really pretty. All right, and so before I put that onto a card base, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can figure out how I want these little guys to be done. Now this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to put foam on the back of everybody. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I have a whole bunch of trees here. These are all those little trees I told you I cut, and I did some different colors. I pulled the colors of the trees from the colors in that paper, and I'll go over that in just a moment. Let me get all this foam on here real quick. Let's see. I had to cut my fingers. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Well, for me anyway. Alan's laughing. He's like, I don't know, it wouldn't bother me. Or are you laughing because you know I've done that?
Yes.
Yes. I cut my finger. I remember our son was just a little boy. Little boy. You know where I'm going with this, Alan?
Yeah.
And I was out front, and I had one of those electric hedge trimmers, the ones where it has like those
The openings are big enough.
yeah, they're like knives that like cross over. They go like this, that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. And I won't even try and explain to you how I did it, but I got the tip of my finger, and I don't remember how I made my way into the house, but there was a trail. Let's call it a liquid trail. That mapped out how I made my way into the house, although I don't remember it. And that's the only time I've ever hit stitches. That was not one of my favorite memories, but definitely a lifelong memory. There are certain things you just can't forget. Okay, so we have foam on the back of all those. Sorry about that gory story. All right, so I'm going to start arranging these, but let me talk about these trees real quick. I love these trees. They're so, so pretty. These are turning out to be a go-to in a lot of projects that I'm doing. And there's 2 trees that come in that Snow Dear to Me stamp set. So we have this tall, skinny one and then the shorter, more fuller one. I chose 3 colors. And this, of course, is based on this paper pack. All right, so you can see, let me open this up real quick. Here is the paper. So I wanted to have like this lighter pink, this kind of aqua color, and then that beautiful darker pink there. And so I went with Soft Kisses as my lighter pink, graduated to Lipstick Jungle, that is my darker pink, and then Tropical Sea is this gorgeous, gorgeous like aqua color. So pretty, and they just look so fabulous with the paper. So that's where I went with those. I stamped each one. I cut it with the coordinating dies, and then I just put like some little glitter pen over the top so they just kind of glisten a little bit, although I don't think you can catch that on camera. I wish you could. The camera doesn't pick it up. It's just, it doesn't glitter enough that the camera picks it up. Let's put it that way. Okay, so I got to figure out how these are going to go. And let's see, I'm just going to start putting them down, see how we do. I'm going to put this one a little bit lower, just for dimension. And then put that pink up a little bit higher, maybe. Let's see. Put that teal kind of in the back, or turquoise, whatever you want to call it. And then pink. This is not centered. How much did I push these down too hard? Let's see. I think I can still move them. Because I think what I'm ending up with is everything kind of shifting off to the right more than I want. Well, I don't want everything shifted off so much to one side, so I'm just going to space them out a little bit more. See if I can pull these up. I may have pushed this one down a little too far. We're going to see. All right. It's part of the process. There we go. Let's see if I'm going to like this. I think I want this one over a little more. And I'm also trying not to have the colors, like the same colors, right on top of each other. So I have kind of a mix of the colors a bit. Put that one behind. There, I think that works. All right. Then I also don't have this in like this, you know, it's not like it's green, you know, green, pink, light pink, green, pink, light pink. So it's kind of mixed up. So it's still a little bit of a random kind of a look. All righty. Next up are these guys. Now I know I want these guys over here. I'm going to lower them down a little bit. There we go. Look at these little Scotties, aren't they cute? You know, one of the really fun things too about these, you know, when we have these little pocket-sized characters, is that they, actually I'm going to remove the foam off the back of this. I don't think I need it. But they're really, really easy to color. Super easy to color. I think I'm going to have them go here. I'm going to pop the foam off this because I think it's popping up too far. See, this is one reason why I should probably have laid this one out first, because I wouldn't have put so much, so much adhesive on it, or not adhesive, but so much foam on it. There, that's going to lay a little bit nicer for me now, a little bit flatter. And then these guys, I want to lay more flat, because I don't want my card to be too bulky, right? Put them down. I just think he's the cutest one. I love that he has that little bite taken out of him. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of foam underneath there, and I think I have these little pieces over here that I already pulled off. But I want to see if I can fasten that to the card. Trim this down a little bit. There. Makes it lay just a little bit better. I put it underneath there so it's not going to pop up anymore. There we go. Perfect. Yay! All right, then where's this little doggy gonna go? I'm gonna sneak him in there too, because they're so cute. He's gonna be like behind that tree a little bit. Look at him. What?
Need a close-up of the gingerbread man.
All right, do we need to, let's see, wrong way. There we go. How's that?
That's great.
Is that better? And then we put that little doggy up there. He's kind of behind the tree a little bit. And notice I'm not just putting them across the same level, because I want it to look like they're, you know, in different places. Some kind of a little more forward than others. And then this guy is going to be walking over here. He's got some gifts. He's walking over to them. And then we have this little dog. I think I'm going to put this little dog maybe down here a little bit. He's kind of following after this little gingerbread guy who's got the gifts. So cute. And I don't think I can fit anymore. I think that's a really good amount. And you still have those beautiful trees in the background. So this guy I'm not going to use, which is fine. I noticed I didn't cut him very well when I placed the die, but that's okay. I'll save him for later. I mean, really, it doesn't matter because the background is white, and if I got white behind him anyway, you're not even going to see that. But where's my other piece? This is my card base, and the card base is not a particular size. I literally cut the card base based on the size that I wanted. I just wanted to frame like a 1/16 of an inch around the edge, and so I measured where I landed with my card size here, and I just went a little bit larger with this piece here, and it turned out to be, I don't even know what it turned out to be. Let's see, I can measure over here. It turned out to be 7.5 by 6 1/4, and then I scored it down the middle. So that's what it turned out to be. It's not a standard size of by any means. This is literally just me fussing around and just measuring and coming up with something that was a little bit larger than my card topper. So let me go ahead and get some adhesive on here. Actually, I'm not laying that up against the edge, am I? Let me think this through. Up a little bit. There we go. And then I've got a little surprise on the inside. I already stamped my favorite sentiment, Gingerbread Kisses and Milk Mustache Wishes. And that's where I want to use this little guy right here. Actually, I don't even need that foam on him. I don't know why I put that on there. I wasn't thinking. This one is going to have, I just think this is the cutest little stamp in this set. Let me get some tape on here. I love that he's just like hanging over the edge. He's perfect to put like in one of those windows in the gingerbread house. But I thought he would be really cute if he was on the inside. Look how sweet that is. Just cute. And that's it. So, Mindy, let me zoom back out here. So Mindy, I hope you approve. You inspired me to create a Mindy Beverly card style. And so I did like my own little interpretation with these little gingerbread people, layered it up very similarly to how Mindy did hers. And I just love it. I think it is so cute. It's a very, very different look. It's just a perfect example of how you can be inspired by somebody else's work, yet you can still come up with something that's very, very unique and, you know, similar in the layout, but you have your own spin on it, your own take on it. So there we go. Yay! Little nod to Mindy. Alrighty, any questions from anybody?
You know, your Santa, I can't find the Santa and reindeer. Do you know what set that's from?
The Santa and the reindeer. Let me pull all these out again. I can give these a quick once over again. The Santa and the reindeer are in the holiday gnomes.
Gnomes.
Yeah, they are gnomes. So here's the Santa, here's your reindeer, and here's the sleigh. Let me, hold on, let me shake this down so you can see it. Sometimes they float around in there and it's hard to see them. So what we do in this one, for example, we have, there's Santa. You put the sleigh in front of him. And then we have the reindeer, and it looks like she just drew with the marker, you know, something, you know, the little, what is it called? The reins or whatever. That's, yeah, that's kind of holding, you know, them together. We've got another one in here too, I think. This one here too. Same kind of thing where we have Santa, and then you just kind of place, you put him behind the sleigh if you want him to look like he's in the sleigh. Now, you don't have to do that. If you want to have Santa walking on the ground, here he is. He's walking and he's got the presents. What?
The sentiments are in the same set or a different set?
No, the Holiday Gnomes does not have sentiments in it. So the Gnomes sentiments they are in the Holiday Gnomes sentiments. All of them are in this sentiment set. In this sentiment set, we are sold out in the LDRS Creative Store, but you're going to be able to find this at, you know, many other retail stores. Again, I encourage you to, you know, take a look at you know, some of your favorite retail stores, you know, brick and mortar, online. A lot of the brick and mortars even have, and you know, they're doing a lot of online stuff. Take a look if you. I can tell you, you know, with certainty that a lot of the retail stores that are members of the AIR group, which is the Alliance of Independent Retailers. If you go to that Facebook page, they do have a list of all the retail stores that are members, and many of them are going to have this set as well as the rest of the collection too. So, so definitely check those out. But yeah, so the little Santa and the reindeer and the sleigh are all in this set as well. Kimberly Stover. Oh, very cool. Awesome. What is her retail, what does she list her retail store name? Because I don't remember exactly, I don't remember everybody's retail store names. Who's with what? If she wants to list it, I'll give it a shout out. Okay. So that really is everything. Again, I mean, I really strongly encourage you to check out your favorite retail stores. You're going to be able to get this whole collection, you know, our fall collection, winter, Christmas, all of those, and as well as many other things too. So, you know, and then always check back, you know, with us too to see. Let me switch the camera real quick here. Hold on one second. Hey, always check, you know, check our inspiration page, check our Facebook group, and you know, our inspiration page is our inspiration blog. If you subscribe to that, you're going to get an email almost every single day that's going to have projects that our amazing design team have done with these products as well as other products. So we give you all kinds of inspiration and ways to use them. A lot of those posts, those emails are going to, you know, when you click on it, you're going to go to the post and you're going to see, you know, a lot of them are going to step you through how to do these, the projects that we're sharing with you as well. So you're going to learn a lot there. You can also go to our YouTube channel, and every single week, in addition to these videos that I do, every single week you're going to have a video out there that's going to walk you through projects, how you can use these products and how you can mix and match and, you know, between all the different product lines and stuff. So it's really, really cool. I encourage you to sign up for those things. You're going to be able to learn a lot. And, you know, join our Facebook group. Join our Facebook group. Share your projects with us. I mean, we absolutely love to see everybody's projects. Absolutely love it. Oh, we forgot to bring, we got that card. Did you? Yeah, bring that. We absolutely love to see your projects, and you know, everybody in our group is incredibly supportive, whether they're, you know, our designers or, you know, our customers, our crafters. There's a lot of, you know, you can ask questions, you can learn a lot, you can share what you know. I mean, it's just a wonderful place to be. Trina is saying, do you use Copics? I do use Copics. Actually, these little guys here were colored up with Copics. Let me see if I can get them in the camera. There we go. They were colored up with Copics. So I do use Copics when I color. I also color with watercolors. Those are probably my two favorite things to color with. I know. Yeah, he just brought this card. Sheila Fisher, thank you so much. I hope you don't mind me showing your card. With the green screen, I'm not sure how well it's going to show, but we got this absolutely gorgeous card from Sheila Fisher. I think you shared this on our Facebook group, if I remember correctly. The note that you put on the inside is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to cover that up because I want to show the inside of your card. Look at how gorgeous that is. She actually stamped and decorated, colored in everything on the inside of the card as well, which is fantastic. And then let me do a little cover here. Let's see how I can do this. Covering up. This is the envelope. Isn't that cool? She even stamped and colored the envelope. I mean, goodness gracious, I have never done all of that and you know, sent the card to somebody. That is just gorgeous. So thank you so much. Absolutely love that. Totally appreciate it. All righty, do we have any more questions from anybody?
Probably, but I don't see them.
Oh, Carrie Ann saying, I suspect my subscription for the newsletter has disappeared. You haven't been getting them. Yeah, I would say definitely try again. That's really strange because we actually updated that really recently. So yeah, if you're not getting your subscription to the newsletter, depending on how long ago, well, make sure there are two different things. The newsletter doesn't go out as often as the blog subscription. So the newsletter might come out like once a month, or, you know, or every so not as often. But the blog is a separate subscription. So subscribe to both. If you want to get the daily emails with the projects from our amazing design team, subscribe to the blog. Those are gonna come out to your email as well. Anything else? Have you seen any more questions?
No.
No? Okay. Well then, why don't we do a giveaway?
What are you giving away?
Wow. What are we going to give away? Goodness gracious. What do you think people would like?
The A2 die.
That's what I was thinking. I think it's going to be the A2 die because that is such a staple, such a standard to have in your craft stash. It's a good size die set too. So we're going to give away the A2 stitched layered card toppers. Carpers? It's getting late. It's been a day. My mouth is getting tired. All righty, we've got a winner, Sue Bush, B-U-S-C-H, right? Am I saying that right? Sue Bush, you are the winner. You won the amazing A2 layered card toppers, stitched layered card topper. You would think I would get the name right since I named it. Just saying. You won, Sue. I need you to do me a favor. Send us an email to customer service at ldrscreative.com, and we need your complete mailing address so we can get this out to you right away in tomorrow's mail, hopefully. If we get it from you, like tomorrow morning or tonight, would be great. Then we can get this out to you right away. So, yay! I think that's it. I think we're just about out of time. I think we've gone through everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection. I will tell you the stock is incredibly limited. We're not going to be restocking it because we are so close to the holiday already. So when it's gone, sadly. Alrighty. So let's see. One more little shout out to my favorite card. I love that. It looks kind of weird because I have the green screen, but I don't know what it is about these gingerbread. This one too. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Oh my gosh. I love these gingerbread. They're just gorgeous. All right, everybody. I had so much fun. I hope you liked my card, Mindy. Thank you again for the inspiration. Yay.
More questions about Black Friday sale.
Oh, more questions about Black Friday sale. Man, you guys are ahead of me. When Alan was asking me about the Black Friday sale before we even went live, I'm like, didn't that just happen? Black Friday? How did I miss? Like, what? Didn't it? I was thinking Friday the 13th. I don't know why. So, yeah, I haven't gotten that far. To be honest with you, I have not even thought about Black Friday until you guys mentioned it today. We have a lot going on. There's a tremendous amount going on. We have a lot of preparation going on for HSN. We have a lot of preparation going on right now for new monthly kits, as well as our new collections that are going to be coming out at the beginning of next year. So there's a tremendous amount going on. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for you about Black Friday. I don't know. We'll see if I have time to put something together. That's really what it comes down to. All right, everybody, thank you so much. This was so much fun. I apologize for the goofiness and if I seemed a little disorganized tonight. But anyway, it was fun and I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. Next, on Thursday, we're going to be back here again, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be doing something with this collection again. So for those of you that have it, man, and anyway, even if you don't have anything from the collection, bring your craft stuff, you know, craft along with me. I don't care if you're, doing needlepoint or if you're crocheting or if you're stamping or if you're coloring, whatever it is. If you do have some of this collection, then bring it along and do some coloring with me. But I am going to be doing something else with this collection on Thursday just to play with it again because I really enjoy it. So we will be back in just a couple of days. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you soon.